I'll be performing a spinal surgery in OR1. Have it ready in 30 minutes.
Did you bother to clear that, or should I just jam the patient that was scheduled out of the way?
Alan Quartermain signed off, and then Salinger agreed to move his hip replacement to OR2.
You better be right, because I don't want this coming back to land on me.
Look, if you don't believe me, call Alan. And don't forget the protocols we'll be adhering to since our patient, Mr. Grossman, has AIDS.
Multiple HIV-positive surgeries in the last couple of months. Must be a trend.
In the healing business, Epiphany, I don't discriminate between patients.
Why do you think I put up with the rest of your garbage?
Could use you in the OR too. Patients taking part in numerous drug trials, or could use your input on their possible effects.
Epiphany has experience with AIDS patients. I think she has it covered.
Thought you'd be backing me on this.
I don't know. Maybe she's right. Maybe it is because...
You cannot perform this operation.
If I don't fix Mr. Grossman's spinal column, who will?
I will.
Look, Dad, with all due respect...
You've already been exposed to the AIDS virus in OR. You need to take a break.
You tried to pull my OR team from the Grossman surgery?
Excuse me. I didn't try to do anything. I'm doing it.
I answer to the board of this hospital.
You're not qualified to perform this surgery.
You're not qualified to make that decision.
No, I know you're acting out of concern.
Obviously not concerned for the patient.
He's right. You're interfering with his patient's care, and you can't do that.
I'm not delaying the procedure. I'm just replacing Patrick's team with my own.
Where do you get off?
You're acting unresponsibly.
If I want to operate on a patient with AIDS, that's my decision to make.
Oh, that sounds familiar. I've heard those words coming out of my own mouth when you gave me half your liver to save my life. I was acting about as reckless as you are.
I'm a doctor. That's what I do.
Yeah. You've already been stuck with an infected needle. I know it was a freak thing, but the more you do these kinds of operations, the more you run the risk of it happening again.
Fighter pilots take risks. NASCAR drivers. The adrenaline makes them better at what they do, and the same principles apply to a surgeon. I'll prove it to you.
Patrick,
Wait, hold on. Look, I know you're worried, but I think he's up for the challenge.
Yeah, that's just it. That's why he's doing it, for the challenge.
Surgery was a complete success. Mr. Grossman needs to stay in bed till tomorrow afternoon. Then I want him walking around every couple hours.
Standard antibiotic and fluid drip?
Yes, post-op should be by the book. No need to worry, Dad. No air needles, no infection.
This time.
You know, there's no point in arguing about this. I know you're worried, but Patrick is a skilled surgeon.
Yeah, who keeps putting himself at risk.
What would you have him do? Turn away patients with HIV or stop dating me for the same exact reason?
God, no. You're the best thing's ever happened to Patrick. You could actually be the one that could save his life.
You always are so melodramatic.
You're always a risk taker. In the schoolyard, it was dares, then it was fast cars. Now, what, the new high is surgery?
Thank you for your input on other people's weaknesses.
It's not enough to hold a person's life in your hands, is it? Got to put your own life on the line. Knowing that any slip could expose you to HIV if you're not already infected.
I had one accident. I'm on the protocol, and so far I've tested negative.
Yeah, and we won't know for sure till January. What, does that add to the rush?
If you're saying I have a death wish, it's not true.
I'm not saying you have a death wish, Patrick. You just don't feel truly alive unless you put your life on the line.
Yeah, you're right, I like the challenge. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not running with AIDS. And that's an insult to both Robin and me.
This has nothing to do with Robin. Her viral load's undetectable. She's basically non-contagious. You keep performing these kinds of surgeries, and sooner or later, your luck will run out.
Talk about overreacting.
I disagree, actually. You're the most important person to come into my life in a long time. I'm afraid he's right about you.